every once in a while, I feel like it's useful to go back and look at footage from previous training sessions just so you can evaluate your technique and also how your progress is coming along, or if you've made any progress at all. So on this particular day, I was doing shoulder exercises and throwing in some ab exercises with the cable machines. So I don't often train abs. I feel like I get a good amount of ab strength development from most of the exercises that I do and just living and holding myself upright. And I actually don't feel sore after training abs, which I rarely do, so I would expect to feel sore. But that could be some flaws in my technique, or it could just be that I have a strong core. But just to make sure we're all on the same page, everyone has abs, and you see abs when you're more lean. So just being a human, being upright, everyone has abs. So these are some cable crunches, and I see some people at the gym using this exercise, but they're bobbing all the way up, like their heads are bobbing, like bobbing for apples. They're bobbing all the way up, and then they're coming all the way down with this exercise. Looking at this clip, I see that I could use a greater range of motion, but I can tell that I am using my abdominals to contract, kind of picturing your abs tucking in towards your lower back as you're doing this exercise, bringing your elbows closer to your thighs, and not using momentum and not lifting your entire upper body up and down to perform a crunch for this exercise. And this is something that I would do with a challenging weight, but not one that will just yank your upper body up. But I would say you can actually go heavier with this exercise than if you were to do a crunch on a stability ball with that cable attachment. So up next is some upright rows, and I like to do these standing and also mix it up by doing these laying down, because when you're laying down you can't use momentum to help get it up. Haha. So with this exercise, I will sometimes do one shoulder training session with just the standing upright row, but sometimes I will also do one laying on the ground right after, just to feel the difference, kind of explore. And looking at this footage, I realized that while I'm training, I may not notice this, but now looking back, I see that I pause at the bottom a little too long, and I don't like that. That is not really time under tension when you are at the top or at the bottom of a certain exercise. You're kind of just resting there. So I was probably tired at this point, and I am spending way too much time at the bottom. So that's something that I will work on now that I'm aware of this. So when you're doing exercises, it's important to go through a full range of motion sometimes, not all the time, but usually it's helpful. But then I've also noticed that if you do use just a partial range of motion, you're actually going to get more tension for that muscle group in certain exercises, and this is one of those cases. Again, it doesn't apply to all. And also, I like to throw in some handstands in my workouts. It's kind of odd, but I don't really have room to do handstands in my apartment, and the gym is the best place where I have room. I have never kicked anyone in the face, and that's something I'm very proud of. I always look around, make sure there's no one there if I'm going to kick up into a handstand. But it's something that I throw into my practice or my training sessions because I like having something to work towards. And handstands have proven to be very challenging for me. I've been doing them just about every day for the past year and a couple months. And I do have a little bit of gymnastics experience, but I was never good at handstands then. and I still don't get much airtime. So sometimes I will get to vertical and I'll get lucky and I may be able to stay vertical for a second or two, and those are the good days. So stay tuned for more workout clips and hope y'all are having a great week.